My name is George Anderson. In 1965, my father worked for an oil company. This was his idea of a family outing. He thought an oil well was one of the most beautiful things in the world. I could hardly wait to grow up and become an adult. I knew there had to be more to life than watching oil wells. Little did I know that my life was about to change.
George, you've got to keep your room clean. This is ridiculous. George, your father and I have decided we're sending you to Cotillion.
What's Cotillion?
It's where you'll learn to be an adult.
Well, you can't be an adult until you look like one. So the next day, my mom took me shopping for my first suit.
George, are you sure you don't want to wear this blue blazer instead?
No, what I need is a cool pair of cufflinks.
So there I was, looking like Peter Gunn, or was it Smokey Robinson? Anyway, I was ready to become an adult. As soon as I entered, I knew that this was a place where something special could happen. On one side of the room, there were the girls in their party dresses, looking like pastel mushrooms. On the other side, there were the boys, all wearing blue blazers and striped ties. And then there was Debbie Zabisco, the girl who passed me love notes in math class. I was the only one in a shark-skin suit. I was 13. I was cool, and I knew it.
Hi, George.
Hi, Debbie.
You look nice.
Yeah, I know.
Boys and girls, please be seated.
The Women's Club welcomes you to the 1965 season of Cotillion class. For the next 12 weeks, you are going to learn the dancing skills and manners which will help you to become successful young adults. Today, we are honored to have with us two wonderful teachers who have come all the way from Chicago, Illinois. May I welcome Mr. Bobby and Miss Tiffany.
Then suddenly before me was this golden-haired angel. She was the most beautiful creature I'd ever seen. I couldn't move. I couldn't talk. I was overwhelmed with her beauty.
Boys and girls, do you feel magic in the air?
I felt it.
Do I hear the sound of a foxtrot, Mr. Bobby?
I sure do, Miss Tiffany. And the foxtrot just happens to be the very first dance we're going to learn today.
Now, who would like to help me demonstrate the first dance?
What was my arm doing?
Wonderful. Will the gentleman with those attractive cufflinks please step forward?
What were my feet doing? And my eyes?
So, gentlemen, it's time to ask a lady to dance.
I felt very strange.
Gentlemen, before each dance with a new partner, it's very important that you introduce yourself and bow.
Hello, my name is
I could barely remember my name.
George.
Now, I want everyone to think of dancing as drawing with your feet. Do you think you can draw a box? Step together, step. Step together, step. Keep it up.
All of the kids felt awkward and embarrassed, but none of them could have felt the way I did.
Very good. Now, let's learn the basic dance position. Gentlemen, clasp your left hand with the woman's right hand.
I couldn't believe I was touching her hand.
And then gently place your right hand against the small of the lady's back. Step together, step. Step together, step.
Then I was holding her in my arms.
Step
step.
That's it. Keep it up. Let's stand just a little closer, shall we?
Closer.
Step together, step. Step together, step.
Very good, boys and girls. Now it's time to change partners.
Very good, George.
She remembered my name.
Will you dance with me, George?
Debbie Zabisco. The thing about Debbie Zabisco was that she always carried some stupid little purse, even when she was dancing. I danced with a lot of different partners that day,
Step together, step.
but none of them compared with Miss Tiffany. And then, there she was at last.
You danced divinely, Miss Tiffany.
Well, thank you, George. You're doing very well yourself.
Well, boys and girls, that's all for today. Congratulate yourselves. You did very well.
See you in 2
You
weeks,
did very
George.
good.
2 weeks. 2 weeks is a long time when you're in love.
See you in 2 weeks, George.
Hey, rise and shine. It's
Saturday
the Saturday
morning.
show. Next up on the
Finally.
top 10 hit.
Step together, step. Step together, step. Yeah, that's it. You look ravishing tonight. You look ravishing tonight. Perhaps we can step out in the veranda for some air? Do you make it a habit of being the most beautiful woman in the room?
Why, thank you, George. What a nice thing to say.
Miss Tiffany, it's time for the spotlight dance.
What's a spotlight dance?
I don't.
I soon learned that a spotlight dance was a special time when you got to strut your stuff and let some steam off at the same time. Miss Tiffany was dazzling. She glowed under the light like a diamond. The spotlight dance revealed who you really were. Then it was my turn. I had to rise to the occasion. There was no holding back.
Okay, that's enough. It's time for punch and cookies. Oh,
What do you think you're doing?
nobody shows me up on the dance floor.
I wasn't trying to show you up. He's just a kid. Don't forget that his parents pay your salary.
Miss Tiffany, I thought you might care for some punch after such a strenuous dance.
Oh, thank you, George. How thoughtful.
Excuse me.
Perhaps we could step out to the veranda for some air.
Oh, I didn't know that they had a veranda here.
Oh, yes, it's over here. You look ravishing tonight.
Well, thank you, George.
Here it is.
Of course. What a beautiful veranda. Penny for your thoughts?
You know, in some primitive cultures, people dance to make them feel closer to God.
You're an interesting young man, George.
What's your favorite music?
Oh, Scheherazade, Opus 35, the third movement.
Yeah, mine too.
Are you okay, George?
Yeah, you know, some primitive cultures think that holding hands is a sign of marriage.
Oh, well, then you better go buy me a ring, mister. I better go back inside. I'll see you later.
That was it. I knew exactly what I had to do.
How much is that one?
$2,000.
Yikes. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
That night I decided to ask Miss Tiffany to marry me. But when and where? Then it came to me. After the last dance of my last cotillion. On the veranda. Just like in the movies. Just like in the movies.
George? I'm out here on the veranda, George.
Miss Tiffany,
Oh, George.
will you marry me?
Oh, George. I thought you'd never ask.
She was Scheherazade. She was the essence of love.
Hey, it's another Saturday morning. Rise and shine.
Forward, back, cha-cha-cha. Back, step, cha-cha-cha.
Boys and girls, or should I say ladies and gents, we've had a little music, a little dancing, and a whole lot of fun. Now, I'd like to introduce, for the last time, the lovely, the wonderful, Miss Tiffany.
Holy cow, it's the same dress. Miss Tiffany, I need to see you out in the veranda tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm awfully busy now, George. Why don't you come back to my dressing room after the last dance? Okay, honey?
Okay.
George, will you dance with me?
Debbie, only the man can ask the woman to dance.
First dance tonight will be Ladies' Choice. Better get going, ladies.
Will you dance with me, George?
Okay.
I'm having a plaid party at my house next Saturday. If you come, you have to wear plaid.
Oh, I'm sorry, Debbie. I can't come to your party next Saturday. I'm gonna be out of town on business.
Things weren't working out the way I had planned. Miss Tiffany spent the rest of the day helping other kids. I could hardly wait for Cotillion to end. Then I saw Miss Tiffany leaving. My magic moment was slipping away. I had to make my move.
George. Come on, sweetheart. Bye.
Come in. Oh. Have a seat, George. So, would you like a ham sandwich?
No, thanks.
Oh, I hope you don't mind the way I look. It's just hard to look like Grace Kelly all the time. So, did you have something on your mind, Philip?
Well, first, what I'd like to say is that.
Kitty? Hey, Kitty! Oh, hiya, kid. Kitty, Don't forget, the laundromat closes at 8.
Her name is Miss Tiffany.
Not another Romeo.
Give me a minute, Fred, okay?
Okay. But don't forget, midnight she turns back into a pumpkin.
Why did you call him Fred? Why did he call you Kitty?
Because that's my name.
Kitty?
George, Miss Tiffany doesn't really exist.
You exist.
Yes, that's right, but you can't go through life always wearing high heels and chiffon.
Why not?
George, did you like the music and the dancing and the twinkly lights?
Yeah?
Well, that's all it was. That's all it was supposed to be.
You mean it's all fake?
No, not exactly. You see, when I'm dancing, I can forget about my rotten little life and I can become someone else.
Like Miss Tiffany.
Yes. And when I met my husband...
Your husband?
Yeah, Fred.
Mr. Bobby?
When I met Mr. Bobby, I finally had an excuse to spend the rest of my life dancing.
Oh.
So, did you have a question or something?
No, I guess not. But I'd like to give you this as a token of my appreciation.
Oh.
I had them inscribed at a trophy shop.
And a day loved George.
You're supposed to read the other one first.
Oh. Our love is forever, and a day loved George. Oh, George. Are you sure that you don't need these?
Yeah. Goodbye, Miss Tiffany.
Goodbye, George. You are a gentleman.
So that was it. My first adult experience. I recovered, sort of. I got tired of being depressed. Even went to Debbie Zabisco's party. It was pretty good. She had a great spotlight dance. But some nights, when I couldn't sleep, I still thought about Miss Tiffany. That's when I wished I could get into one of my planes and just fly away.